Hey everybody, Fifth Horseman here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and as you'll notice, we've got a full tank of fuel and even some monoprop left, although I don't really need the monoprop. And we are ready to land on Tylo, and our other ship has fuel in it. Our refueler should have enough fuel to get him and a mostly empty lander back to the mothership, and if not, we've got the other fueler, so we're going to go for that. It's now time to decide our landing point, and we should be coming around this way. It's 6 minutes from here and 45 minutes from here, so yeah, we need to plan a landing spot, and I think this crater right here is a good one. I would like to land in a crater. Actually, I think this crater's a good one. It's right on the equator. Let's say it looks moderately flat, even though it doesn't. But we're going to go for it. What the hey? So we're going to get 90 degrees away from it, which is basically our periapsis, which is, let's say, convenient. We're going to burn to get us right to the canyon wall here. And this burn will do about to, say, there. That should hopefully not crash us into this. And then we're going to do another burn to totally kill this. And if you look here, total, these two burns cost 61, which is nothing. And what did I just do? Oh, I plussed my time. Okay, let's do this. And 2188, which seems like a lot, but we have a ton of stuff here. One thing I do need to do is fix my staging. Now I can actually look at this. I've got one stage for 61.4 and change. My second node is 2188. So between the two of those, these first two stages are basically going to be that. And then we are going to land with just this central thing here. Basically this whole part. And then we're going to do our science and get out of here. So I'm going to fast forward my way to this node here. Okay, we are coming down here. We've got 40 seconds before this 61-second burn, which is probably going to be almost nothing. Maybe 10 seconds at the most. We've got some stuff to do. Might as well do it all. Crew report. Keep it. Gravity scan. Keep it. We're not going to do the materials study or the mystery goo. Temperature scan, though. Sure. EVA report. Yeah, why not? EVA report. Looks like we may have already lost our thing here. Keep this data, get back in. We're also wandering off of our thing here. We've got 4 seconds before the maneuver node. Let's go ahead and hit it now. And that's really loud in my ears, but it's a short burn. And let's see how this worked out. We are, I want to give it a little bit more here. There we go. Now, this maneuver node here, snapping on the thing, it's 2188, as I said before. So we're going to lose the drop tanks before we get down, by design. But we should actually have most of that second booster stage the whole way down, which, it's been so long since I've done this, I don't remember it. Close the alarm and pause. We are 3 minutes from our node. It's probably going to be about a 3-minute burn, or possibly more. So I'm going to hit the gas now. Didn't quite realize how far away we were, and that's going to cause some problems. Because now we're not going to land in the crater. I think I boned this up. Probably don't have to worry about the crater wall anymore, which is nice. And we're about 30 seconds here from dropping these tanks. There's the crater, looks fairly flat. I think when we get our orbital speed down to 500, there they go, making us lighter. Okay, I'm going to lower the landing gear. I want to be landing on this slope here. I shouldn't say I want to be landing on this slope. I'm going to be landing on this slope. So I want to make sure I am at least... Oh my god, this thing is so hard to control. Why? Why is it so hard to control? Okay, how are we doing here? We're going 200 meters per second, which is really freaking fast. Impact time is 50 seconds, so it's going up, which is good. Oops, we have killed our horizontal velocity, basically. Yeah, because we don't have the best thrust in the world. Looks like we are going to lose these tanks here. Now we have worse thrust, but I mean, our thrust to weight is 2.3, which isn't bad, and we're actually basically stopped, which is actually is bad. We're wasting a lot of fuel here. Okay. So we're coming down, we're 20 seconds. When I get to 20 seconds, I'm going to hit the gas again. 20 seconds from impact, this number right here. Keep that at 20. Watching my speed here. It's at 25, so I'm going to let it go back down to 20. Maybe I'll let it go down to 15. Okay. Get it back up to 20. Now I'm going to let it go down to 10. I'm just stair-stepping. That's all I'm doing. I'm doing it. I don't know how the Apollo missions did it, but I'm basically doing kind of what they did. When it gets down to 10, I'm going to accelerate up so that it gets to 15. Seconds to impact. And apparently I have to stop the ship for that to happen, so now it's just keep us at a reasonable speed here. The slope is concerning. It's very low thrust. Waiting for the inevitable. There's my shadow. Okay, now that I have a shadow... Come on. And... Not the best landing in the world, but I got it. And yes, there is extra landing gear in here. These are for Pole and Bob. Wow, that was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Okay, let's go ahead and extend this ladder. Let's also get you... Actually, let's go ahead and take these readings here. Observe and observe. And I just realized I put this ladder here, and that's there, so that might actually block me from being able to do this. Let's go ahead and hop out. Climb up and see if we can get this. I can't, which is, let's say, annoying. I can't get either one of these. I didn't crash. HM. Okay, and let's go ahead and grab this ladder here. Okay, now for the annoying part. I need to knock this thing off my ship before... Actually, I wonder... I think Tylo is too big to fly on. I know it's too big to fly on, but I wonder if I can assisted jump. And the answer is no. Okay, there goes that idea. So what I need to do is I need to knock these things off, and I have a feeling the science bay is going to blow up. But I think I can fix that by, let's see, which way is, let's see, this way is forward. So if I not control from here, I want to undock. Undock, there we go. I'm trying to rock this thing to knock it off. I don't want to fly and do it, that's for sure. Or maybe I do. See, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, let's F9. I don't know. So it lands on the flag. Hey, that works. We're going to have to plant a new flag. But hey, if we get the signs for it, it is worth it. Let's go ahead and just hop. Whoa! Oh, the hell kraken. And now I need to decouple this. And I realized what I should be doing here. Instead of knocking it forward or backward, I should be going side to side. So we're going to try that and see what happens here. See if I can do it without doing the engines. Come on. Apparently not. So let's give it a little bit of a boost here. That is exactly not what I wanted to happen. I panicked and hit the spacebar. Okay, let's try this one more time without panicking. There we go. Now fall down, hit my solar panel, and blow up. That is exactly the opposite of what I wanted to happen. Okay, let's try this again the other way now. And it blew up again. That's not what I wanted, though. It, like, didn't go the other way. And it helps if you decouple the science bay. Break the solar panel, and don't break the thing. Okay, we are going to call that a success. Get out there, HM. Ooh. And collect this data. We want to go east, which is to the right, conveniently, because it's just like launching off a Kerbin. And I'm going to launch and go right to the east here, to the west, because we want the most efficient orbit ever. And here's the worst part, is I just forgot about this part. I can't drop these legs here. I got no legs. So I have to, now I got to keep it around 5 seconds. I can't drop these because I need these to land on vault. As long as we get any kind of orbit whatsoever, we'll be good. If we don't get an orbit at all, I'm going to have to start over this entire thing, and I dropped a quick save before the thing. And I'm willing to do that, if necessary. I don't want to, but I'm willing to. And I can fix that science bay, too, which would be kind of annoying. Oops, I gotta... Talking about efficiency, and I'm well over 10 seconds for my apoapsis here. We're at 500 meters per second. This is looking bad, we're gonna say. And, oh, we're gonna be so close. And... we're dead. Okay, I'm gonna do this whole thing over again. I'm not gonna make you watch it. I'm just going to keep doing this over and over until I land with more fuel than I had before. Okay, we are 3 minutes from a burn. I set it a lot farther away. So hopefully I can just burn like this. And actually, hopefully I can just burn to kill my horizontal velocity. Maybe I should burn at the maneuver node. And I also, if you look here, I rotated this thing around so I can climb up the ladder and grab this like I was supposed to be able to. Ideally, this is going to plop us right in the middle of this crater, which will be good. That's, as we call it in the business, Plan A. Just going to leave my drop tanks up here as we come down. As we'll lower the landing gear while we're at it. Yeah, I'm not going to say Tylo is an easy place to land. It's definitely not. But I tested this lander several times, and it landed with no problems. So I don't expect any. I think mainly I just... I spent too much time trying to fix my crappy... Maybe I should have aimed like this the whole time. I spent too much time trying to fix my crappy aim for my landing, and I wasted a lot of fuel on that. I'm not going to worry too much about orientation. Oops, I should probably worry about dropping my fuel tanks. Okay, I still have them, which is good. I did waste a lot of fuel when I was coming down the first time. By being super duper inefficient. I'm man enough to admit that. Just killing my velocity here. About to drop my drop tanks. I still got about 30 seconds worth of fuel probably in them. This is looking a lot better than it was. Okay, we're gonna drop them. Now. Goodbye. Okay, we're coming in. Our velocity vector is nearing vertical, which is good. Looks like we're not going to be on the crater wall, which is also good. It should be fairly flat down there. And we are at 25 seconds to impact. I'm going to kill now as we are perfectly vertical. Well, close enough at least. We are going over 100 meters per second already, so I'm going to hit the gas again. Get us down to about 50 again. Okay, we are 10 seconds away from crashing. Okay, I can kill 50 meters per second pretty darn fast. This looks like a worse slope than I thought. As usual, things aren't going the way I want them to. This thing is a real bitch to control. Ah, damn X. Nailed it. Okay, we're going to hit F5 here. And then I'm going to hold F9 to reload my science alert. Oh wait, we already had this EVA report. So let's go ahead and use this ladder the way it was meant to be used. Which is to collect this data. I lived again. HM. Good job, HM Kerman V. Your father, HM Kerman IV, would be proud. Okay, now we need to collect the mystery goo data by dropping this thing. Dropping this thing. There we go. Undock. Oh, oh my god, I undocked the wrong thing. I was going to quick save right before that, but I said, why bother? Okay, again, third flag here, third time's a charm, says HM. And he puts a question mark after it, probably very smart. Okay, let's go ahead and get on this ladder. Get yourself up here. Let's hit F5 to not be morons, and then let's decouple this. HM gets out and pushes it. And it doesn't matter that it blew up, because I can just jump down here. I've already taken the science data out, so I can remove the data from here, and then I don't care about these. And I can run my way around, get back in. I have plenty of fuel because I have these other engines still. So I'm going to go up and to the leftish a little bit. Lower our landing gear. Should probably... And we're going to lose these engines here. Not a big deal. That's in the plan. We got 500 meters per second out of them, which is 500 meters per second we didn't have on the other ship. Okay, I got them docked back up together. We are ready to come home, which is awesome. We are going to rotate this guy around. We need to actually plan our return flight. First of all, I'm going to take what little fuel is left in this guy. Actually, he's got a lot of fuel left in him. And I'm going to drop it in the middle tank here of these. And then what I did here is, and I should actually show you this. I can turn the computer on so this thing stops spinning. I made this guy specifically to make fuel transfer and balancing easy. These tanks here allow me to fill up these and shuffle fuel around back and forth, so I can always keep fuel balanced between everything, including the center tank, which whenever I can't put fuel in a balanced fashion, I can put it in these. And then if I ever get 180 fuel in here, I can divide it between these guys and then dump these guys into these guys, etc., etc., etc. It's very convenient. Okay, I'm trying something crazy. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I'm leaving Tylo to go to Laythe, and then at Laythe I'm going to do a burn that's going to get my periapsis out around here. I'm going to fix that. It's not perfect right now, but I'm going to fiddle with it once I get out of Tylo's orbit in 25 minutes. That's hopefully going to get my apoapsis touching to his apoapsis. That's my goal. And then, once that happens, then it's normal. I think this is going to save a little bit of fuel. I don't know that for a fact. It's definitely not going to use a lot of fuel, or at least a lot more fuel. But, yeah, it's about the total burn to do all that is about 1,100. So, I mean, it's just 800 to get out of Tylo anyway. And then I figure the 300 I'm doing here is going to be roughly equal to the 300 I'm doing out here. I don't know. I'm also going to try to fix my inclination using Laythe. I'm going to try to use Laythe to actually fix my inclination, which is going to save me several hundred meters per second on that. So that's the goal. That's plan A, we'll say. So I'm going to do this burn here, and I will come back to you when I have my new maneuver node set up that's hopefully going to get me out here very nicely. Okay, my Laythe encounter actually threw me pretty far out, but I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to show you why. And actually, when I say it threw me, it will throw me. I'm going to swing around here, and I'm going to let it just toss me out of the system. I'm not doing anything. I'm going to have a fairly nice periapsis of 179, so I'll get a nice view of Laythe. But then what I'm going to do here is out at my ascending or descending node relative to Joolpollo, I am going to do 2 burns combined into one. This is the key to this. If you combine your burns, your normals, and your progrades and your retrogrades, you save a lot of fuel for the same reason that walking down a diagonal line saves you time walking versus walking straight north and then turning right and walking straight east. So this whole burn, it says down here it's 2340. Ignore that. According to this thing, it's 330 meters per second, which is going to get me not only an orbital inclination set correctly, but also a periapsis that matches his periapsis. Then all I need to do is slow down once I get to this periapsis to bring my apoapsis down to his, and then we'll be all good to go. So I just wanted to show you that. I'm not going to show you any of the rest of this stuff. Okay, I lied. Who doesn't want to see a Laythe fly by? I know I wouldn't want to miss it, and I'm here, so might as well watch it. Woohoo! And I saw Jool in the background there. We're swinging around. There's Jool again. Bye-bye, Laythe. You are so pretty. Okay, now I'll be back once I've fixed my encounter. Okay, we're back. And I've got 500 meters per second left in the tank. Not too bad. I'm 2.5 meters per second sliding in here, which is also not too bad. The nice thing about this guy is he does have a docking port on both sides. So what I can do here is once I kill my relative velocity and screw it up and then slow down with RCS. If I have RCS left, I do. Oh, apparently I had RCS on. Okay. So now that I've killed my relative velocity... Oh, you know what I never did? I never put these guys back together. Well, that's no good. This is my old ship. I knew I forgot something. Where the heck is my other ship? Oh, is it this one? No. Where's the other ship? It must have crashed. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm gonna have to look back when I'm looking back through the thing and see where it crashed. How come the Fix Me craft is fine? Actually, wait a minute. I bet you anything it's debris. It is debris. There it is. Okay, good. Whew. That scared me. Okay, it's funny that it's debris, and obviously I can't rename it because nobody's sitting on it, but at least it's here, and it's got fuel in it. Okay, so we are going to have to send one of the refueler crafts out here to connect with this thing so we can fly it back to the main ship. But anyway, this is enough for an episode, easily. I'll do all that off camera. You don't need to see me collect my trash and then bring it back. I hope you enjoyed watching me fail more times than I can imagine. I'm Fifth Horseman, and I will, as always, talk at you later.